And these are the socks for today. These are my KnitAlongs, and this was round 2 of SockMadness 9 in 2015. It is my 3rd pair I have ever knitted. I knitted in a very short amount of time, but I will tell you about it in the vlog. The back of the leg is also fully cabled. The legs are long. It took quite some knitting to make these, and it might occur to you that the toes are not the same. That's because when I was knitting this sock, I ran out of yarn. And I used another yarn for the toe because this was for SockMadness and I really wanted to send in my pair to proceed to the next round. And if you run out of yarn, you are allowed to use another yarn to finish your sock. But then the person who gifted me this yarn saw that and she said, "Oh, I still have some yarn left. Do you want me to send you a little more?" And she did. And then I did sock surgery. I took off the toe, but as you can see, I had no clue where I was in my knitting or what I had to do. So the second toe turned out way shorter. I don't mind. I don't wear these socks very often because they are crazy blue. But now that I have them on again, they are quite nice because the leg is so long. So, okay, well, later in the vlog I will tell you more about these. Good morning. It's bright and early. It's 8 and I already recorded the Dutch vlog. I'm on my 2nd coffee today with frothed milk, as you can see. And in my advent this morning, I don't know if you can read it on the back, but this is lime mint. And this is probably a very nice one. I think I like it. And this pretty notions pouch. So I'm going to fill this one later on and use it right away. Let's see, what do we have to think about? The best things in life are knit one, purl one. Yes. To know that we can always come back to our knitting, get some rest, clear our head. That truly is a good thing, right? Yesterday I have done a tiny bit of knitting on my summer light. It's not even worth showing. I think a row or 2 or 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 rows. Yeah. And I put the yarn on my spinner or twister or whatever you call this thing, because this is kind of a delicate yarn. And usually I use a center pulled ball, but I am afraid to do so with this pretty fluffy yarn because I'm afraid it will end up being a big tangled mess. So I am taking the strand from the outside, and but I don't want this yarn ball rolling around everywhere. So I put it on the pin. I have no clue what to call that. I don't even know the Dutch word, I think. But okay, well, that's on there. I think I did 3 rounds. So that's not much, but I did some knitting here while editing yesterday's Vlogmas. I crocheted on my granny stripe, also just 2 rows I think. I'm not going to show it, so at a later point in time you will see the progress that I made there. But yesterday I worked on this design, and this is the yarn my daughter brought me from Peru. I showed it in an earlier Vlogmas. Oh, and here's the stitch marker, so you can see that I did this amount of knitting. It is growing and growing. I don't think that I've used up half of the first skein, but as you can see, I need to figure out with short rows how to make this line straight. Once that's straight, I'm going to start the short rows now. I have 20 of these coffee bean-like stitches in the bottom border. Once it's straight, I will use up the rest of this skein. Then when I start the second skein, I need to add in short rows again to widen it a little bit at the bottom. So in the end you have a mid panel that goes something like this. So for the way back with the second skein, I think that is where my challenge is. But maybe once I'm there, I'm like, oh no, this is simple. So, but I'm going to figure that out. Not today, probably. I really feel like knitting on my warme wol hobby, the cowl with all the hearts that my sister designed for me. It is on the needles nearly a year now, and it would be nice to finish it within a year. And I have my brioche, my Seriously Holy, out for today. I was planning on recording early. Rob went to work this morning, and when he goes into the office, he usually goes pretty early because of traffic. So he hopes to be there before, the worst traffic jams are effect. And he will be home early as well because, well, he makes an early start, so he gets to finish early too. And I have someone coming over for coffee, one of my inner wheel friends, and I have a small meeting online, and I feel like I want to start up working on my designs. Well, I was working on this one yesterday, but I also still have mouwen on the needles and the Groningen Provinciaal, and I really felt like working on those two. Well, not on both of them, that would be too much in one day. You need to focus on the project that you are working on, but well, I kind of felt like working, doing a little work. That's it really. I have my brioche with the stitch markers in here where to put the buttons. I might do that later this morning. And let's go to the favorite of the day, right? And my favorite of today are KnitAlongs. KnitAlongs in all kinds and sorts that you can possibly have them. There is, of course, the SockMadness. The socks I'm wearing today, well, I went upstairs to change my socks because there was a question from one of the Dutch viewers how I learned to knit socks. And I went all the way back in my Ravelry. I finished my first pair of socks on February 28 in 2015, and that was the last day you could sign up for SockMadness. And I was like, okay, nailed it. I can knit socks now. So then I signed up. I had no idea where I was getting myself into. I signed up. The warm-up or the round 1 pattern was Aloha Mora by Malina Anderson. I started that on March 1st and finished it on March 11. And it brought me to round 2. And today I am wearing my round 2 socks. That was KnitAlongs. I started them on March 22nd and I finished them on March 25. And these are long socks. And yeah, it was my first time doing cables in a sock. When you enter SockMadness, your learning curve will go through the roof. It really does. And yeah, I don't wear these very often because they are, well, in a crazy kind of blue, but they do fit really nice, and I'm very proud that I made this pair. They brought me to round 3, which was that year Longing for Spring. And I picked a variegated yarn for that pair, which was a shame because you can't see the pattern. And the round after that was Mad About the Gals. And I wore those yesterday or the day before. They brought me to round 5, and that was the pair For Whom the Bell Tolls. And that was a knee-high sock that would fit very well under a kilt. That's what it made me think of. It might even be in the description. Yeah, the designer says, Megan Ryan, I am so fortunate to come from a family of kilt-wearing, cigar-smoking and Guinness-drinking men. They are all so supportive. They work pink for breast cancer awareness, kilts and hose. For Whom the Bell Tolls is a poem written by John Donne. It's the first poetry I've ever learned. My brother Michael taught me it. The bell tolled for him too soon. This pattern is for him. And then the poem is there also. Entire of itself, each is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. If a clot be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less, as well as if a promontory were, as well as the manner of thine own, or of thine friends were. Each man's death diminishes me, for I am involved in mankind, therefore sent not to know for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee. This was quite an intense pair of socks to knit. The yarn was in DK. I've never worn them. I probably still have them. Yeah. I might find them and see if I want to wear them. I do wear dresses all the time now. I used to wear pants most of the days, but I'm a big fan of dresses and skirts. So maybe I should find them. Anyways, I didn't make it into round 5. I ended in round 4. After that, I signed up for Tour de Sock, Sock KnitAlong, Mystery KnitAlong. That is around the Tour de France. And there are also so many other knit-alongs. Stephen West has a mystery knit-along each year. He has the Hyber knit-along, which starts on December 26th. He has the mystery sock knit-along. Paper Daisy Creations has one big and one smaller knit-along each year. Sarah Shira has the gnome knit-alongs. Mary Annarella has the TV and movie knit-along, so to say. The Muppet Show was from her, but she also did the Great British Bake Off, many fun things. And so yeah, there is plenty to find if you want to be into the knit-along thing. And then we have the private knit-alongs that you can do by yourself. For example, I always do a birthday cast on and a Christmas Eve cast on, although those are only 3 days apart. Christmas Eve is the 24th, my birthday is the 27th. So, but I usually do special cast-ons then. This was a birthday cast-on, of course, from 4 years ago, but it was a birthday cast-on. I think I might do a Christmas Eve and a birthday cast-on as well this year. I have plenty of pretty yarns and plenty ideas, so let's just see. Let me know in the comments if there are knit-alongs that you enjoy, or if you do things like special day cast-ons. Let me know. I'm curious to know. I think that's it for today. I am going to put the buttons on my cardigan and no, I'm going to record the sock of the day first. Usually I do that in advance, but well, this time I forgot to do it first, and then I decided that I wanted to wear other socks so that I could show you my round 2 madness socks from 2015. I'm going to record the socks, put the buttons on my cardigan. While I do that, this can upload to my computer, and I hope to have finished all the recordings and the voiceovers for the melody instruction before my coffee date arrives. That would be nice. I wish you a very happy day. Enjoy what you do, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!